Hi there, today we're unboxing a smart Wi-Fi outdoor IP camera. It's this particular product by a company called ENER-J, and details are in the description below for anyone thinking of purchasing. So let's have a quick look around the packaging. Comes nicely packaged. Some details there about the camera, basic ones, remote monitoring, two-way audio. The maximum memory card you can put in there is 64 gig, night vision, motion detection. Let's have a quick flick round. It's the app you use to control it. And that's it. Let's open it up, see what we get. Okay, comes in plastic covering. The actual camera is here. Power adapter, Wi-Fi antenna, instructions, and some fixtures. Okay, so I've laid out all the items you get in the packaging, so let me quickly show you them one by one. So initially we've got some fixtures to attach the camera outside, so 3 raw plugs and 3 screws. Got some instructions. Let's open that up. A small amount of detail there, and all in English. Okay, and then we've got power adapter, and the output on there is 12 volts, 2.5 amps. Got an aerial for Wi-Fi connectivity for the actual camera, and then we've got the actual camera itself. So interesting design to this one, very strange, not seen one like this before. Bit of a fish sort of design to that. Now if I come round, obviously the lens is just there. If I come round, I've got the branding on there. I've got adjustability here, so if I loosen it here, I can move it around like so, and then obviously once it's in position you just tighten this. The body is all solid metal, all of this is solid metal. The rear, so just underneath, you've got some padding obviously to keep it watertight, and a small gap there to put the cable through. So obviously if you're mounting it somewhere, you'll have it coming through, maybe going into a waterproof junction box, all of this. And then that's where you connect the power up, and then you can obviously find a point to plug this in. On the back looks like a speaker grill here and possible microphone point there. Underneath you've got an access point to actually put the micro SD card in, and the aerial point there. So that's pretty straightforward. Just put it on and screw it on, and then there you go. That's how it would look with the aerial on. Connections wise up here, so it seems you also have connectivity via Ethernet as well. You've got the power point there, and if I take this cover off, a button to reset, and that's it. So in terms of actual sizing, if I get my ruler, that's a bit of a strange one here obviously because of design. So we're saying around at the maximum points around 9 centimeters there, and around 9 there as well. And if I stretch this out end to end, you're talking about 17.5. It's a reasonable size to it, very light, not bulky in any way or heavy, and should be pretty straightforward to fit. And obviously there's 3 holes there. And yeah, looks good so far. Very different in terms of design. Okay, so I've had a look at the instructions, and let's make a start at setting up this camera. So I've got my Android smartphone here, and the Play Store's there. Just start it up, and I'll search for ENER-J app, and it's the ENER-J Smart app, which you can see here. If I click on there and click install, let's give it a moment to install. Okay, now the app's installed, let's click open. The first thing we want to do is register an account. So if I click on there, just agree, and then enter in your details. So let me do that off camera, and then we can continue. Okay, so I've registered my account, signed in, and this is what I'm presented with. So the next thing is, let's get the camera set up. So first of all, we're going to do is actually put in a micro SD card. So let's open up this slot. Obviously you don't have to do this, but if you want the footage to be recorded, it's advisable to do. Okay, with the cover off, that's what we're presented with, and I can take my micro SD card and place it in. There you go, clicked into position, and let's close it up again. Okay, so now let's actually connect up the camera. So the micro SD card's in. Looking at the connection points, it's this one here. Plug it straight in, and the power adapter can be plugged in the other end. Okay, let me get my phone, and let's give it a moment just to initialize in the background. So while that's going on, I can click plus, and these are the devices available, and let's click on smart camera. Okay. Okay, so it's saying system setup, please configure Wi-Fi, and I'll click next step. So on this, it'll actually prompt me for my Wi-Fi password. So let me do that off camera.
Please configure Wi-Fi.
Okay, so I've typed in my Wi-Fi password, and I'm presented with a QR code. So if I just show the camera the QR code on my phone,
Please configure Wi-Fi.
just give it a moment to pick it up.
Succeeded in scanning QR.
There you go.
Please configure Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi connected.
There you go, so Wi-Fi connected. I've clicked next on the screen, and it's now attempting to connect to the camera, which is pointing in this direction. And there you go, straight away, added in, click done. And that's what we're presented with. Okay, so the camera's added in now, and just to show the lag time on there, I'll move it about a second, not too bad, sort of average on most cameras. Now, looking at the display, you've got the name of the camera at the top, you've got the date and time, you've got the signal strength, and then you've got an icon indicating a speaker, so I can click there, and you can hear the noise in the background. HD, SD, so high definition, standard definition. Let me turn the speaker off, and then you can go into full screen just there. So if I turn it around, and again, you've got the two icons and a microphone icon as well now. So if I click on there, testing 1 2 3.
Testing 1 2 3.
There you go. So two-way audio on that. And if I now go back to this screen, now here you've got alarm, so motion detection, quite useful, this being an outdoor camera, so if there's any motion it can alert you. So if I just put my hand over there, move it back a bit, there you go. So push notifications on there, so you can set the sensitivity off there if you want, low, medium or high. This is on low, it's picking it up. Obviously you've got to be careful when it's outdoor what it picks up. Let's go back in there, make sure it's off. Okay, and then speak, obviously that initiates the microphone. You can hear the echo now. There you go. Okay, record, if I hit that it will initiate a record, and snapshot. I'm not going to do that yet. Then you've got playback, and it will retrieve footage that's been recorded on the micro SD card in the device. If I click in there, you can see the device name, you can rename it, shared devices, you can share with other people. You've got device info that will have things like IP address and MAC address, basic feature settings, flip the audio and one-way audio if you want to change that. Motion detection, you've already seen that. SD card settings, always a good idea to format it when you first get it. Mine's already been formatted, so it's already started recording. At the moment it's set on continuous recording, but you can set it to event. So obviously event would be if there's motion detected. Let's go back. Next is feedback, firmware info and remove device. And that's all you have in there. Okay, so that's the playback still going on. You can see, and if I go to live view, give it a second, and I can hit record. That initiates a record. There you go, recording now. If I stop that, okay, that's saved. Screenshot. Do a screenshot, pretty straightforward. And that's it. That's all the options available on there. Going back, that's what you see. And that's it. Picture quality wise does look very good. Let me go back into full screen, just give you an idea. And I'll hold it in position. Yeah, clarity wise, it is very good. Okay, so the next thing to demonstrate is connectivity remotely. So my mobile phone is currently on my Wi-Fi. If I drop that down and turn off Wi-Fi, okay, give it a moment. It's going to connect to 4G. There you go, it's connected. And if I click on there, let's give it a second. And there you go, connected straight away. No ports to open on your router. And performance is very good. There you go. Okay, so you've seen the unboxing and setup of this smart Wi-Fi outdoor IP camera. Very simple to set up and use. In terms of functionality, picture quality is great. It can work remotely as well without opening any ports on your router, so very simple to use. It's got a speaker and microphone built in as well. So if this is mounted outside, perhaps near your front door, you can speak and communicate with the person at your doorstep. But in terms of distance, you've got to have it a reasonable distance to them. If you had it too far, obviously, then it will be tricky to hear, and obviously even for them to hear you as well. In terms of smart functionality, so it says on the box that it's compatible with Google Home. I have tried connecting it to the Home Hub, and it's not capable of actually connecting to it and showing the picture on the Home Hub. So one thing to be aware of. But other than that, a great camera. Hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below. Thanks for viewing, and don't forget to like and subscribe.